Oh, hey, didn't see you there. I'm just working on this new game for a super mainstream console. You know, just something to lure some new fans in. Well, that was a success. Just as expected. I mean, after all, it was a free game on a console with a huge community. Hey, good job on that spin-off. Went really well. Hey, thanks. Better get working on the mainstream game, though. You know, for the fans who stuck around. Wait, is that different than the spin-off? Yeah. But the spin-off made us money. Yeah. Port! Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, Pokemon's first mainstream console title ever. What? No, you don't count. Get out of here. Anyway, these new spin-off games are Pokemon's chance to get back into the public and introduce the franchise to a whole new generation on a more mainstream console. Of course, Pokemon gained a lot of new fans during the Pokemon Go craze, but most of them left after a few months. It was just a trend. That's the only reason anyone ever got the game in the first place. It was considered a commercial success, but was it really? It failed to pull any fans into the mainstream games, and it really showed in their sales. The games after Pokemon Go were Sun and Moon. Collectively, they only sold 3.7 million units, and you might not think that's too bad for a DS game, but when you compare it to X and Y's 4 million units, you're not looking so good. What Nintendo gets from this is that Pokemon Go wasn't a good enough game. It didn't convince anyone to go buy a 3DS, and it didn't convince anyone to go buy the new Pokemon games. With this news, you'd think that Game Freak would just try to push their mainline games more and think less about their spin-offs, but no. Game Freak decides that they're going to do a Pokemon Go on their expensive console to get Pokemon Go fans once again interested in Pokemon and nudge them into the idea of buying a mainline game. Bibbidi bobbidi BAM! Let's go! You see, it's different. There's a let's. On paper, it sounds like a good idea, an advanced Pokemon Go game on Nintendo console to re-spark interest in Pokemon to fans of the original. It sounds good, but there are some problems with this. If Pokemon Let's Go takes too much from Pokemon Go, and history's any bit of an indicator, this could lead to some complications. What's that stuff you said about history, you may be asking? Well, the relationship between Let's Go and Go seems eerily similar to Mario's 3D World and 3D Land. Before I get into why, let's take a quick look at 3D Land and what 3D World did to its predecessor. Super Mario 3D Land was Mario's first 3D game on a handheld, not counting this in its monstrosity of a camera. Yeah, unlike this, Mario 3D Land was built for its hardware. It knew the limitations of the DS and built around it to make a fun and enjoyable game. When Nintendo saw the success of 3D Land, they thought, hey, why don't we put this on our HD home console? Then bing blam bloom, Super Mario 3D World for the Wii U. At first glance, it just seems like an advanced port with some minor improvements. Multiplayer, HD graphics. Let's go out of the same exact things. The problem that arose was that 3D Land was built around the hardware of the DS, and when it came out on Wii U, it still played like a DS game. I can imagine Nintendo saying, this is what people want. Hey guys, cancel that new Mario game you're working on. What is that, Galaxy 3 or something? No, none of that. Okay, you got this? Put this game on the Wii U. Hey, I don't want to hear anything about another Sunshine again. It would make sense to have this in-between 3D, 2D game to nudge 2D fans into the 3D sandbox games. But if we don't have that sandbox game, who's this for? Anyway, this is why it's troubling to me. I don't want Let's Go to become the new 3D World, whereas Pokemon Go was 3D Land. You see the connection? Because handheld and then console? You see what I did there? You could say in defense that Mario has Odyssey now, and it's doing better than ever. Yeah, that's true, but the only reason Odyssey did well is because it built off of what 64, Sunshine, Galaxy, and Galaxy 2 had, which was the sandbox formula that Mario now has, and has had, before 3D Land. Pokemon doesn't have that. All they have is their Game Boy games, their DS games, and this new spin-off. Nintendo's already stated that they're going to be moving their mainline Pokemon games into the Switch for 2019, but if Let's Go does bad, then I don't want them to fall back on their old formula. I mean, I love Pokemon, but still, I want something new. I'm tired of the top-down view, the bottom text. I want something new. But on the other hand, I don't want that to be based on a game built for an entirely different platform and target audience. In conclusion, will the game be bad? No. The general idea of an HD home console Pokemon game, and the fact that it's a spin-off, will let people be more lenient on it. So, no need to worry. But still, the fact that they focus so much on a spin-off game for their first Switch title, it worries me. I mean, where will it end?
I know, you can't understand me, but put down the stapler or I will electrocute you.
Pokemon's screwed.